Hello, welcome to this session. We'll be talking about lists. So there are different lists that we have in HTML, but we'll be starting off with the unordered list. For us to create an unordered list, we'll be using a UL tag. So if you create a UL tag which will act as a parent, then you start adding the list item with an li tag. So let's say the first one, I'll be writing list of fruits. Let's say apple. So when creating an unordered list, you simply wrap the list items in the UL tag. So if you go to the browser, you can see the kind of list we are having is the bullet point. So but when we want to create an ordered list, it is going to be arranged sequentially. So let's create it and see how it's going to look. To create ordered list, you just simply start with an OL as the container. Then you can simply put your list items. So let me use the same fruits that I used there. So I'll just simply copy this and paste it inside the OL tag. So if you go to the browser, apple, banana, orange. So in the order list, you can also change how this thing is written by using the type attribute. So if I come to the OL tag, I will give it the type attribute. So the type attribute, you can actually choose different options. There is this one that is the default, which is the 1 2 3. Then you can use capital letter A, small letter, Roman numerals, and the rest. So let's use this capital letter A. Then you can play with the rest and see how it's going to look. So if you go to the browser here, so you can see this is now showing ABC. So this one is the order list. We also have another list which we call the definition list, DL. Then inside it, you're going to have your DT, which is your description title. So I'll write something like DT. Let's say HTML. Then you're going to have a DD, which is your definition description, which is going to be like the explanation to your description title. So let's say I'll write a DD. Then I'll write something like hypertext markup language. Then I can create another one, which is a DT. Let's say CSS. So let's go to the browser and view how it's going to look. So you can see how the definition list is being displayed. This is your definition description, definition title. Then this is where you're going to talk about this. Same with this. Then this is where you're going to talk about it. So the next one we are going to talk about is on the nested list. So nested list is just simply having a list inside a list. We normally use it most times for navigation, drop down menu, and the rest. So there is no limit to an extent that a list can be nested. It just depends on your preference. Let's say this is a UL tag. Then let me wipe this for you to see the screen better. So okay, I'll clean this one as well. So in the UL tag, let's assume you have a list here, same list of fruits. Let's say this one is apple. Then this one is let's say banana. Then instead of having another list here, so in the next thing I'll be putting a UL here. Then maybe I can nest either an ordered list or unordered list. So let's just nest with both. So I can create a li here. Let's just call it vegetable. Then put another listing here. So inside the next list that we are going to have down here, let me just nest it with an ordered list, so you can see that you can actually nest it with different kind of list type. So let's just copy the same thing that we used here, so you can see how it's going to look like on the browser. So you can see that we have an li here, which is under this main UL tag. Then we have apple, banana. Then inside this li we're having another ul, then inside this li as well we're having ol. So this is called nesting. So let's go to the browser. So you see how our list is looking. We have the apple, we have the banana, then this is nested. Same with this is nested. So this is how you can create a nested list. All you just need to do is inside any li that you want, you create a ul or an ol tag.